Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Taurus is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free, does not cost anything. If there's anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a timeless reading. This energy was activated the moment you clicked on this video. Try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Taurus, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And hot dog, 9 of Cups, happiness, right? The pursuit of happiness, the following of your bliss. I think you're not always an optimist. I think right now things are going better. When things start going well, when we feel like we're overcoming some of our challenges, hey, things are working out. Hey, things aren't as bad as they were yesterday. When we see that we're making a little bit of progress, we can hang on, we can hold on to that, grasp it, and use that to fuel our ambition, to fuel our fire, right? So we sort of take the wins where we can get them, and we use those to continue making progress. Okay, I think you're somebody who people like. I feel like people enjoy being around you. I think you enjoy being around other people, not all the time, but right now I think things are going well enough that you feel like you can take some time to share with other people, to be around other people, to I don't know, I kind of feel that you're celebrating something. Yeah, let's find out. Let's put this card into a little bit of context. Well, you've got a Knight of Cups, a 4 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, the 8 of Wands, and okay, all right. I wonder if there's a love interest for you. And I don't say that very often. I know, put your pitchforks away. But it feels as if your life is getting to the point now, it's getting stable enough where you're starting to let yourself feel an attraction towards something. Maybe it's a person, maybe it's a love interest of some kind, whether it's a person, whether it's an idea, whether it's a new place, whether it's a new outfit or a new car, or whether it's, finally doing something for yourself, finally having that spa day, finally going out for ice cream, right? It's something that you're allowing yourself to want. Yeah, that feels nice. Let's put the rest of the cards out on the table. We have an 8. Yeah, 8 of Cups. That makes sense. We have a Prince of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. And the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, I love this. I love all the earth energy that we have over here, and especially that Wheel of Fortune. And I think that it's kind of like it's almost like when things are going really good at work. And then it's kind of like things are good at work. Now I want to hang out with my friends a little bit more. I want to date. I want to go, treat myself to something nice. I want to kind of go out to the movies. I want to splurge a little bit. Makes us feel like we're giving ourselves permission now to want things, to love things, to desire things. Yeah. That feels good. So I think it's indicating that your financial situation is drastically going to improve, and that's going to allow you to feel more free to explore the things that you love, to treat yourself, to follow your desire, follow your heart a little bit. You want the ice cream? Go get it. You want to buy yourself something nice? Go do it. You want to start a romantic thing? Go do it. You're interested in something? Go see if you like it. Go interact with it. Yeah. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. And we're going to set it down right over here with Tiny Bob Ross right on top. Happy little Bob, everyone's favorite. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If you have a prediction for that card, please put it in the comments. Okay. Looking around the room, where's our major arcana? 1 and 2. Vastly different, right? The Hanged Man, the period of suffering, sacrifice, the giving up of things, the sort of putting all of your real wants and desires last, putting stuff on the back burner, maybe putting romance on the back burner, putting family on the back. This card represents that period of time in your life that is now behind you. Okay, this card's in the past. This represents that period of time where you had to sacrifice other things for the sake of your stability, for the sake of the the financial security, financial stability of building the home, setting the foundation, doing the things that you needed to do. Not the things that you really want to do necessarily, but taking care of business, right? TCOB, taking care of business. This represents everything that you've had to sacrifice, everything that you've had to give up. This represents that period of suffering and sacrifice. You chose to be here because you said, there's something that I need to apply myself to. It means I got to put these other things on hold. I can't spend enough time. I can't spend that much time hanging out with friends or dating or eating ice cream or treating myself or buying myself something nice. This is all the times. This card represents all of those times that you did not buy yourself that nice thing, that you did not go hang out with your friends, that you did not stay up late and watch YouTube tarot readings on your favorite tarot channel. How dare you? No. This represents every time that you chose to do this hard work, to focus on what you need to do, to build your life in this way, instead of doing the thing that would have been more fun, would have felt better, right? You sacrifice the same way that a star basketball player might sacrifice all the parties, sacrifice all the really yummy meals that they could be eating, right? Because no, they've got the discipline. It's a voluntary sacrifice. It's a voluntary sort of discipline for the sake of something that means more to us. Your bigger goal of, I think, whatever you're building, whatever this Four of Pentacles is for you, that sort of foundation or that stability or that security, that goal perhaps, that meant more to you than having the bowl of ice cream or going and hanging out with your friends all those times before. So this was that period of suffering and sacrifice where you did not get to indulge in the things that you wanted to. And so I feel that now that we have this stability, okay, now that we have this Four of Pentacles underneath, things are changing. Right, now we've got that Wheel of Fortune. But the Wheel of Fortune is not just, well, now you get to indulge in all, now you can have all the ice cream that you want, right? Maybe you can. This is prosperity. This is growth and expansion in all areas of life. So this is saying that, yes, the tides are turning now. Rather than you being at the bottom of the wheel, between the rubber and the road, suffering, sacrificing, now you're sort of turning on that wheel, and look at that. Now you're triumphing. Now you're on top of the world. Now you've got everything that you need, and now it's kind of like saying, now you can enjoy those things that you once had to say no to. Maybe it was, that you wanted to buy yourself the nice thing, you wanted to move, you wanted to take a vacation or something, you wanted to travel, and you couldn't. You had to say no to that because the resources weren't there, because the opportunity wasn't there, or you had to prioritize other things. Now that the fortunes are shifting in your life, you're going to have more time, effort, energy, and or money to do those things that you love. So, and it feels like your life is expanding in such a way that it's going to include more and more things. So if your business or your work life or your financial life is expanding, it's allowing you then to sort of scoop in more of other things that you like to. It's like your ability to reach like this, right, is getting bigger. Your arms are getting longer. So this is not just about, now you can now you can indulge yourself or enjoy, what you want. Now you can sort of pursue whatever you're in love. Now you're giving yourself permission to fall in love with things or something, or to date, or to follow your desires a little bit, right? It's not just that. I think this is saying that because the other areas of your life are expanding too, we want our life to be whole, a big picture. We want it to be well-rounded, right? So when the work starts to grow, the family starts to grow, the friends start to grow, your self-care, your indulgence everything gets bigger, right? Everything expands and grows into a nicer, we don't want it to be an oblong kind of picture, right? We want it to be a perfect circle. Shout out to Maynard. We want our life to grow sort of holistically. It's sort of, the meaning of wholesome, that something is whole, it's not partial, right? So it could be more of a work-life balance kind of thing, but I feel like work is growing, but your personal life is growing, your romantic life is growing, your self-care is growing, your other hobbies, your other interests, life is getting better, right? Life is growing in all dimensions with this Wheel of Fortune. Anyway, we have 2 major arcana cards. Sorry for the rant. We've got fire. We've got water, 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 water. Major water, right? That's a lot of water. And we also have, we have no air cards. And we have earth and earth and earth. So it's pretty much water and earth, right? And we can even look at it this way, because the Hanged Man is pure water. The Wheel of Fortune, it's a Jupiter energy, but we can kind of say that it sort of represents a material world. The different dimensions of our existence, right? It's mental, emotional, but things taking place on the physical plane. But it's a lot of water energy. And rather than sacrificing our feelings, rather than having to push our feelings down, rather than having to always be sacrificing and always choosing the path of suffering in order to build the life that we need, right? This is kind of like you really had the discipline to do the little things, to achieve your goals, that you're in your room practicing your guitar when all your other friends are out playing kickball, that you're doing the hard work, the disciplined work, and putting yourself in this position where you had to give up some other things, right? Your willingness to sacrifice all the little things for what really was important to you has now set you on this path of mastery, of success. And I think that's really how greatness is achieved in any field. It's your willingness to sacrifice other lesser things that may feel better in the moment for something that you know is going to feel good in a better way, in a deeper way, and more long term. Okay? It's the period between the suffering and the sacrifice and the hard work and the reward, that's what gets us. We really like to do a little bit of work and get an immediate reward. If we got paid, if our boss paid us every day when we left for the day, I think we'd be happy, right? If we only got paid once a year, it would be more difficult, right? As soon as we get paid, we're excited, we're happy, and the days go on, and our quality of work declines until the next payday shoots up, and then it declines. And that's why I think probably why they settled on 2 weeks is kind of the standard here, at least in all my jobs. It's been every 2 weeks, right? Every 2 weeks, because it's not really enough time for your performance to really decline too much before you get the next hit, right? And so it keeps it in a nice sort of balance, But whatever, that's not what this reading is about. But it is about your willingness to sort of delay the gratification. But again, I want to point out the Hanged Man, yesterday's energy. Today's energy is all 9 of Cups and Knight of Cups, right? Pursuing what your heart wants. Allowing yourself to love something, to fall in love with something, to desire something, to seek for something, and to go and grab it for yourself. Allow yourself to fall in love. Allow yourself to want something. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's romance. Maybe it's the bowl of ice cream. Maybe it's to go buy yourself something nice. Now it's kind of, the season we're in, I guess. It's a season of love right now for you. Okay? Self-love, family, friends, romance, any of that, all of that, whatever your heart really desires, go after it. Okay, because you're going to have the security of this Four of Pentacles underneath you. A good foundation's been built already. Okay, and we do not want to just live a square life. We want the expansive circle of the Wheel of Fortune. So living this life is kind of like the hermit inside this little box saying, okay, well, you know what, I got a good job, and I got food, I got water, shelter, food, and I got a pretty decent job, and that's all. That's all I need in life, right? This is kind of those, it's the basic needs. The Four of Pentacles is literally the water, shelter, food card. I need to find a fourth one to add into that. But this is the sort of foundation of life. It's the foundation of a secure life. And I don't mean that literally, right? Because it's different things for different people. But I think in general, this is like, you got a steady income, your work is working for you. And it's time now to say, I need to grow my life in other dimensions too. And I think that you're achieving a lot of sort of not unexpected success, but it's time to reap the rewards of all that sacrifice, all that suffering. Okay? So I think that this Four of Pentacles is really going to grow too. Mystery card, maybe like the Ten of Pentacles, right? Or another Wheel of Fortune. I think you're experiencing a lot of really good fortune in your physical financial life. And it's going to be that solid, stable foundation for you. It's going to allow you to pursue this water energy. Okay, the Eight of Wands up at the top there. This sort of represents that expansion in every direction, in every dimension, north, south, east, west, and all the other points of the compass in between. This is the compass rose. And it is this force in you that is pushing out the boundaries of your life. That's why this is a Jupiter energy, the Wheel of Fortune. It's all about expansion. And we're trying to expand all the points of the circle evenly to make the perfect circle, rather than it just expanding over here and you just get like a pear shape, you know, like it's an oblong kind of thing. So we're pushing our life out in every direction. Family, friends, your business, your physical health, your hobbies, your passions, in every direction that we can. Your life is growing, and I think you're becoming involved in more and more things. You have a very full life. Yeah. And I think that's part of your Nine of Cups. What makes you happy is to have a lot of things to do. We don't want to just be a hermit in our little hole doing our work and that's it. You want to have friends. You want to have family. You want to have a love interest. You want to have passions and hobbies. You want to have creativity and art. You want to have a spiritual life. You want to be able to have all of these things that may not directly be connected with each other, but they're all connected at the core, right? So it may feel like over here you really like to do skydiving. Over here you really like to, I don't know, hand bind books or something, right? It doesn't feel really connected. It feels like there's so many different aspects of you. You're a very interesting person. I feel like you have a wide and varied interests in life. You want a lot of different things. You're attracted to a lot of different things. And this is the card that says, get creative. Explore life. Push the boundaries of your life in every direction that you can. And I think this is going to, it's going to make you feel good, right? It's going to be a real deep happiness in life. To feel that you're giving yourself permission to love many different things, many different hobbies, right? And whatever it might be. Okay. The Queen of Cups in that future position, it's sort of asking you, what do you really, 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 really deeply, truly love? Okay. I do feel that there's a romantic connection. I feel there's a love interest here for you. I feel like there's somebody that you really want to get to know. Okay. And I think that this is sort of a specific thing. The Knight and the Queen, they're not gender specific, right? To me, it's just a way of pursuing something that we really, really want. The Queen is asking us to look really deep inside of ourselves and find out, what do we really want? Because I could go around trying different food and buying myself nice things and having different hobbies and stuff. Yeah, but what is the deepest thing that your soul really, really wants? And this is what you're being told to go after. Get that thing for yourself. pursue that interest, that hobby. Go out and find this, discover this, live this part of your adventure. Okay. Now you have to excuse me if I hit the cough button because I'm getting another chest cold. Yes, it's true. So the Queen of Cups, it's a deep card, right? There's the surface of the water, which is us just reflecting back whatever the world is sending our way. Just whatever other people want, that's what I want to. It's just, there's no connection. There's not real. It's just whatever. It's kind of just a mask. It's like a protective shield. It's like we're just dressed in a suit of armor, but the armor is like mirrors. It's kind of weird, huh? Imagine that. It's like a horror movie or something. Where we're not even really, we don't even have to involve ourselves in it. It's just whatever is coming in our way just bounces right back to other people, and it's almost like we're invisible. There's the shallow end of the pool, which is us just pursuing gratification now. Like now that we have our stability, all right, now whatever feels good today, right now, that's what I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna chase pleasure, I'm gonna run away from pain. There's the deeper side of the pool, right? Where we really find out like, okay, I don't wanna just reflect what everybody else is doing. I'm tired of just pursuing gratification. What do I really, really want in life? What is it that what do I really need? What is deep within my soul that I really, really want to pursue? That I want to explore? What is my quest now? Okay. I feel in your case you've got your heart set on something, or maybe someone. Let's talk about the path of the serpent. As we talk about these cards, of course, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is free. 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups is what happens when we get sort of bored. Okay? When we start to feel like, okay, something has to change now because I'm not feeling it anymore. And maybe this is how we feel when we're just so into this hardworking, routine, goal-oriented, I've got my goals, my habits, my tasks for the day, and I'm just going to do my best to stay disciplined, right? We start to get a little bored. Or we start to feel like this isn't enough for me anymore. In the hierarchy of needs, right? Water, shelter, food. It's kind of like once we have those, if we deny these higher aspirations or these higher dreams or wishes or goals or desires, we start to feel we start to feel bored, disappointed. We start to feel kind of hopeless, lost. We start to wonder like, what's it all for? Why am I even, who cares? Why am I here? Why bother? Right? And so when we start to feel that, that's how we know that, okay, the four of Pentacles is probably we've done enough work here. We need to pursue some other things. That we need to get creative and we need to get deep and really find out what we need in life now. Okay? And especially if this is already a stable routine, a stable foundation that's been set up in your life. Like once you're out camping and you got your water, shelter, food, it's like, okay, now if this is all there is, I'm gonna get bored real quick, and I'm gonna give up. I'm gonna go home. So what do we do? We start roasting marshmallows. We start whittling a little owl out of the wood or something, right? We start building other things. We decide we want to get creative. We decide we want to go explore. We want to go on an adventure. We want to learn new skills or something like that, right? Or we want to go find other people. Once your water, shelter, food is there, okay, good, it's there. If you deny yourself any of those other things, water, shelter, food ain't enough. Okay? Not enough to sustain you. We're going to start to feel that kind of drain, that loss of energy, that depression and hopelessness, right? And so I think that's kind of what's prompting us to say, okay, it's time to start doing something that my heart really wants to do. Okay? This is kind of like, this is what your ambition really wanted to do. And we sacrificed a lot of our heart to pursue these goals. Now it's time to listen to the heart a little bit. Okay? We're not listening to the mind. There's no swords cards here. In other words, you're not convincing yourself that, oh, no, I got to stay inside the castle. I've got to stay here where it's safe. I've got to just stay put, focus on this. No, I can't go do anything else. What if I get my heart broken? What if it's scary out there? What if I fail? What if I'm no good at it? What if they don't like me? You're not thinking like that. You're letting your heart sort of tell you what's what. And your heart feels like this. We know we need to go do this, right? The other reason for the Swords cards is because I don't think you've told them how you feel. I don't think you've talked to this person yet. I don't know that you even know them yet. Okay? In the environment, we have a Prince of Pentacles. Okay? This is one of your superpower cards. The reason why I didn't ring the bell is because I don't think this is you. I'll ring the bell just because it's fun. So this is your superpower card. Okay? This rules the sign of Taurus, represents the Taurus energy in action. It's the builder. But what I feel like this represents someone that you're meeting. It's not gender specific. I feel like they're going to be the same age as you. They may even be a Taurus too. But I feel like they're going to have the same kind of ambition as you. They're going to be focused on the same things in life in a general way. They're going to be focused on building a life the same way you are. In other words, there's going to be a foundational, fundamental compatibility. It might even be someone that you meet at work or have already met at work. Because this represents somebody that's so similar to you that maybe you wouldn't even really, you would overlook them, that you really never considered them that way. May feel that they're more of a friend, may feel that they're like so close you could be siblings, right? You're not siblings. But it's like we didn't really recognize the feelings that we had for them, okay? Because I think they're so similar to you. And maybe it's somebody that you've known a long time. Maybe it is somebody that you've worked with for a long time. Maybe the Swords cards aren't here because we haven't really thought about them in that way. Just putting that out there. Okay. The Three of Pentacles that we see in the obstacle thing here is maybe the obstacle is the work itself. So it could be that there is an interest here that's literally in the workplace, and that's sort of a bit of a problem sometimes, or it could be. The worry there might be that focusing on what your heart desires, going off and learning these new skills, going on these new adventures, pursuing your hopes and dreams and wishes and aspirations and following your heart and falling in love with things, is that going to interfere with your work? Is it going to interfere with how you are building the other aspects of your life, right? And that's why we have the Three of Pentacles in the position of the fear, the worry, the concern. Is that we may be too focused on our heart that our physical world, what we're building, the finances or whatever, let's say, are going to suffer. Okay? So balance, of course, is needed there. The Wheel of Fortune we talked about, that is extraordinary growth, prosperity, getting on top of the wheel rather than on the bottom of the wheel. Right? I think it's going to be a period of elation. I think you're going to be extremely happy. Okay, I think that this is major red alert here for your happiness. Yeah, major red alert. I think that something is taking place in your life right now. Then that this is going to really kind of like blow the lid off your whole life. It's going to be so much different. The Hanged Man. I mean, just think about everything that the Hanged Man represents, and how different all of this is. And of course, the Eight of Cups over here, this is how we've been feeling within that Hanged Man position. We've been suffering here. We've been feeling like, okay, this is, I need something more than just this. So look at all that. I mean, that is really a huge, huge difference. Major shift in your fortunes right now. Okay, major red alert here for this shift of fortunes. Mystery card. Could be some air, could be a Nine of Pentacles, could be another Nine of Cups, another Wheel of Fortune. If you have a prediction, put it in the comments. It could be the Lovers. It could be a Two of Cups, could be a Six of Cups. Yeah, let's find out. A Four of Cups, come on now. To me, it feels like there's part of you that is saying, no, I can't allow myself to indulge myself like this. Nope, I got to stay in this Hanged Man period. I've got to keep sacrificing and suffering. I can't accept the love. I don't, and I don't want to say like, oh, I don't deserve it or something, but it's kind of what this card shows, right? Someone who is just like folding their hands saying, no, I'm not taking it. It's a gift from the universe. And you're saying, no, I don't want it. I'm not going to take it. Don't want it, won't take it, don't need it. I think what we have to do is open our arms up. As the Knight of Cups is showing the giving and receiving of love, this is showing the denial. This is showing the self-denial, that you're not allowing yourself to indulge in what you want, what you love, what your desires are. Too much discipline, right? Not allowing yourself enough love is going to be a problem. It's going to contribute to, of course, you double down on the 4 of cups. What do you get? An 8 of cups. I mean, come on, it's simple math, right? So I think the way here is to do this. Allow yourself to express yourself. Allow yourself to follow your heart, to follow your desires. Allow yourself to fall in love with something. Don't deny that. Don't deny yourself that any longer. Because that's what you were doing back here, right? And too much of that, right? A 4 and a 4, of course, we get the 8. And we have the 8 of Wands and the 8 of Cups. They're different, right? The 8 of Wands is expanding outwards. The 8 of Cups is contracting inwards, restricting us further and further, closing us off. We're going to be isolated in this tower of that 4 of Pentacles. Let's not do that, all right? Very, very clear message today. This is really good for you. I'm very happy, very excited, as you can tell. We're going to do an extended reading, too. We're going to do some oracle cards. We'll do an I Ching reading as well. There's a link in the corner. There's a link down below. New readings for Taurus are on Mondays and Fridays. Be sure to watch both readings. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. And hit that like button. Right? It is totally free. It doesn't cost anything. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.